Hello, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I have a manga haul for you guys. Yeah, I have a lot this time again because I've been accumulating since the end of June and decided to just combine it with the month of July. And then most of these are secondhand, I'd say, because there's a lot of yellowing, which I don't mind because I prefer to buy secondhand first, or if not, I'll get them new. But then, however, when it comes to new, I always find a way to have them good prices. And so yeah, let's get started. So the first one's called Whoever Steal This Book. This is like a fantasy where the main character is trying to find missing books from her family's library, and so it's sort of a mystery and fantasy at the same time. Yeah, like I said, her job is to find all this missing book one by one. And so yeah, not bad of a story, but my main concern is I feel like it might be so repetitive. I feel like the concept might be repetitive, but yeah, we'll see where the story goes, because I think the first one came out either 2 months ago or I read it 2 months ago, something like that. Then this one I've been slowly collecting. This is called Laughing Under the Clouds. I think I'm still missing volume 5. There's only a total of volume 6, and so yeah, so this way I can binge read. So these I actually bought from Tokyopop, straight from Tokyopop, because they were having sale last month. And then next we have Confession of a Shy Baker, volume 3 and 4. I read 1 and 2 so far. It's a very friendly BL story about this guy. He bakes as a hobby, and then at the same time he's kind of insecure about being in the closet. And so far the story is not bad. I like it. Another BL which I haven't started reading, but this was, like I said, were on sale, so I decided to grab more. This one is called Not So Our Lonely Planet Travel Guide, or sorry, Our Not So Lonely Planet Travel Guide. So this is 3 and 4. And then you got Windbreaker volume 6. This came out last month, I believe. I already read it. It's really good. I like Windbreaker. Yeah, I mean, if you watch the anime, then you know. And I finally have the Hakume and Mikochi volume 2. I've been looking for this for a while. It's because I think this is either out of print or something like that, and so a lot of places are pricing this very high, which I was not happy, because I read the first one from my library and then they didn't have volume 2, and so I had to hunt this like for a while. And so yeah, I'm so glad. This is such a cute story about these two small girls. Actually, I think I had the first one. I forgot. I think it was in my June manga haul. I really forgot. But yeah, it's a cute story about these two small girls. Just talk about their little adventure. And yeah, it's a big fantasy too, so I really like it. Next one, we got Insomniac After School, volume 6. I read 1 to 5 from my library, and so I decided to purchase volume 6. I really like the story about these two teens started hanging out because they have insomnia problem, which I can relate because I have insomnia problem too. And so yeah, there's an anime which I need to start watching. I believe there's an anime, I forgot. But yeah, really like the story. It's almost like a slice of life and a little bit of adventure. These two is Tokyo Revenger. I think I have one more. Yeah, I have one more. Here we go. So Tokyo Revenger, I got 3 and 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10. I read volume 1. I really like the story so far. It's all about time traveling, saving his friends. I know there's been talk about where some of the volumes at the very end or something like that, it's not doing great, or the story is just keep flopping. I really don't know, but so far I like it. So this one I got from Target, because decided to get 3 and 4 because I own 1 and 2, but these two were in alibris, I believe, for a really good price, about $10 each. And so yeah, yep, yellowing, which I don't really care. And I always say manga haul, but I do have a bunch of manhwa as well, and so, or webtoon, and so yeah, This one is called A Stepmother Merchant. This is the new volume, volume 4. I read 1, 2, 3 from the library. I decided to purchase volume 4 because I really like the story, and it's also color pages. It's just about the stepmother taking care of her stepchildren. At the same time, she faced a lot of challenges because she's very young. She's only like 17 years old, and she has 4 stepchildren. And there's been a lot of like animosity because she's so young, and they think she only married the father for his money, but not really entirely. I'm so sorry, my voice is going. So like I said, I got more manhwa or webtoons. This one is The Beginning After That, and I actually read 1, 2, and 3 from the library, and so I'm just like kind of slowly collecting them because I really like the story. It's about this boy. He actually was reincarnated, and he used to be a king, and then he got reincarnated in a different time, and now he's just trying to figure out this new life. And then this one is called oh my god. Omniscient. I'm not sure if I pronounced that correctly. Omniscient, Reader's Viewpoint. Now, I only read 1. I do have 2 on the side, and so I believe this just came out recently. Basically about this guy who started reading the story online, and then suddenly it became true. And now it's like almost like an end of the world thing where everything is going crazy. And then at the same time, they have this group of people who are kind of doing some bidding, or they're like behind the scene. It's kind of strange, at the same time very intriguing, if that makes sense. All right, and we got A Kingdom of Quartz volume 2. I recently read volume 1. This is all about angels and demons. So the main character is this girl. She has black wings, so it kind of make her a little bit unusual, and at the same time they think she's a demon, but she's really not. And so far the story is really not bad. I really like it because I don't think I ever read about angels before. It kind of reminds me of Supernatural. If you know, you know. All right. Next one. So if you guys been watching my manga haul, I do collect Japanese manga as well. So I finally got Fire Force. This is volume 16. I chose volume 16 because Benamara is my favorite Fire Force character, and so yeah. Now I have a story when it comes to this next one. It's called Kitchen Princess. So volume 1, omnibus 1 and 2, they're not that hard to find. You can find them easily. However, the rest up to this, they're very tricky to find. So volume 3, omnibus 3 and 4 is hard to find, and they're priced too high, just too high. And so I was lucky enough to find volume 3 at halfpricebooks.com for about $10 with shipping. I actually read omnibus 1, 2, and 3 from the library, and then my library didn't have omnibus 4, and then finding out some of this volumes are out of print. So I've been searching, and so I didn't want to purchase omnibus 4 because it's been priced over $100. There's just no way. That's just insane. And so I decided to chase the singles. So I have 8 and 9 because the omnibus works this way when it comes to this series. It's 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the last one is 8, 9, and 10. And so that's the omnibus 4. So my goal was to find 8, 9, and 10, which I did for about like 17 to 18. That's a little bit more than what the manga is supposed to cost, but it's okay. But now volume 10, I bought volume 10 from 2 different places, and they gave me the wrong one. I was so pissed off. I'm frustrated because I've been looking for volume 10. It's not that hard to find, but I was just trying to find a good price because some of them are also priced very high. And so yeah, they gave me the wrong one. I did email them. I'm allowed to return them. However, I kind of lost the email, or maybe I already passed the 30 days. I'm not really sure. And so I did find volume 10 on eBay, and think they're selling it for 20 bucks, which is completely fine, rather than spending $100 for Omnibus 4. This is really a good story. You may think it's cute because it's pink, and it's actually, it is cute, but at the same time, there's a lot of things going on. Volume 3 was the worst. Something horrible happened. And she goes through all these obstacles. People don't like her because she's too close with these two popular boys. Her passion is baking and cooking. They think she's not very talented in this prestigious school, but she's really talented. But overall, just a lot of jealousy and then heartbreak. Oh my gosh, Omnibus 3 really, oh my god, I can't believe something horrible happened. And then more stuff happening on top of each other, and holy cow. And yeah, I really like the story. It's not always cutesy, but like a lot of things happen. There's so much obstacle when it comes to the main character, and so now I'm just missing volume 10 so I can finish reading this whole series. And so yeah, I'm so glad I got the omnibus. I don't really mind omnibus, it is what it is, because if I buy the singles, they're gonna cost me almost $200. No way. Anywho, that was Kitchen Princess. Okay, the next one is this stack. Alright, After We Gaze at the Starry Sky. This is a BL story, I believe older teen, I think 17 and plus. And so I read volume 1 from the library and decided to just get number 2, because sometimes the library takes a while for them to get the next volume, or they don't actually continue the series. I don't know why they don't buy the rest. I don't know why, but anywho, this is a BL story about this guy in a wheelchair, and this guy, he's like a photographer. One day they met up, they started hanging out, and well, yeah, romance sparks. I really like the story. It's cute. There's a little bit of adventure because the photographer likes to travel around. Next one is called Magas of the Library, Volume 7. I only read Volume 1. I have the rest of the volume, which I need to start reading because this is such a unique story. It's about a boy who wants to sort of become a librarian. At the same time, he wants to go to this really famous library in the world, something like that. And so I really like the illustration because, yes, it's very super wordy, but I don't really mind. I really like the illustration and the time of area because it's not modern time. And yeah, I like the fashion and everything about it. And so yeah, Magas of the Library, I would say I really highly recommend it. I really like this story. It's really good. But I know I only read volume 1, but I really like volume 1 so far. And then A Terrified Teacher at Ghoul School, Volume 14. I only read up to Volume 9, so I like to binge read, and that is why I don't really read the next volume right away, because I prefer to binge read. And so yeah, now I have 5 volumes to binge read. It's about a teacher goes to this yokai school and a lot of things happen. I find this story pretty funny. I don't mind. It can be a little bit some parts are boring, but it's not super boring. It's still entertaining. And so yeah, really like that story. And then what we have here is A Cat from Our World and The Forgotten Witch. It's almost like an isekai about this cat who passed away and was reincarnated from this world because this witch lady decided to cast a spell, and this cat used to be small and now this cat is really big. Anywho, it's like her guardian. And yeah, I really like the story because these two have a really cute relationship. However, she has a not like a dark past, but right now like she's just trying to live normal. However, the village don't really like her for many reasons, and so she struggled a lot for being accepted. And yet she did something wonderful in the past. She saved the village from the Demon King. However, they don't know that's her because she disappeared after 50 years because a group of men decided to strip her magical power. And so yeah, she's been living in peace, and then suddenly the village somehow found out that they think this cat is a demon, and now everything is kind of like getting complicated. And so yeah, I really like this story. It's cute and yet a little bit dark. Well, not too dark. And then the next one is called Colorless. I really like the story. I read 1 to 5 from the library. Yeah, my library doesn't have 6, and so that's why I had to purchase it. I really like the cover. The 1 to 5 cover is really beautifully done. So basically it's about this society where there was a big solar flame, and then suddenly it strips away colors. It stripped away all the colors, and not only that, the humans had this certain condition that made them look different, like it's not normal. And so yeah, as you can see, it's black and white, but at the same time you can slowly see colors because of the minerals, and these color minerals are also used for weapons, and so there's a lot of fighting. And yeah, it's very entertaining and interesting. I don't know, I really like the story. I feel like nobody really talks about this manga, but for me, I really don't mind. I really like it. Next one is I'm just missing Given 2. I have the rest. Just a BL music. It's a BL music manga, but they're in high school. All right, Dr. Stone Volume 10. I have not read a single one, but I mostly buy them in secondhand, so I've been slowly collecting them. And so, I mean, I don't feel too bad because they're in secondhand for a really good price. So yes, I know I need to start reading these because I heard the anime is also good. Next one is Arya. So Arya used to be called Aqua, and then they changed it to Arya. So this is the continuing story from Aqua, and I thought they changed the name and then rewrite the story originally and just change the name to Arya. But no, this is the sequel, the continuing story from Aqua. And so these are actually out of print, and then I believe you can find the new print, which is a different style, different illustration, different cover. You can actually find it at Crunchyroll store, and they have this spine that's gold, and I find it too flashy, and I've been debating if I should really collect them, but then at the same time they're pricey. But I don't know, I like this spine. It's so classic, and just I don't know, I didn't like the flashy gold spine, but if I were to collect these, it would be hard to find, like really hard to find. I think there's a total of 10 or 11, and so my guess is if I want to continue the story, I have to get those gold spine, even though I don't like it. But yeah, it's a really nice slice of life story about this girl who wants to become an Undine, also known as a gondoler, like those guys that push the boat, like the Venice, if that makes sense. I really like it. It's a lot of adventure. It talks about how she can become an Undine or a gondoler. Anywho, yeah, it's called Arya, but it used to be called Aqua. Again, I prefer this spine, but then like I said, the new spine has this gold flashy one, which whatever. Now I did share this in my my shopping vlog. This is the Ozutoki Rhetoric Volume 8. Now this wasn't supposed to come out mid-August, so I was shocked that Kinokuniya already had it, so I decided to get it. Again, this is like a mystery manga. I've mentioned it before. I really like the story, and it's very subtle, like almost like a day-to-day cases. And I believe I heard there's only like 10 volumes total, which kind of sucks. But anyway, I mean, the story is just, you know, mystery after mystery, cases after cases, and so nothing really like big. I think not everything really big is happening, and so the story is very subtle, which I don't mind. And then we got Sakamoto Days Volume 12. I'm thinking, I feel like I already have this, or maybe not, I'm not sure. But yes, so this is the recent volume that just came out. I'm actually up to date to Sakamoto Days. If you've never heard of Sakamoto Days, it's really a big fun adventure. It's almost like John Wick, but with a lot of funny entertainment. I really like it. And not to mention, they're gonna come out an anime in January, which is, I can't wait. Okay, The Gray Man, Volume 3. I saw this at Magesemporium and decided to get it because I'm slowly collecting them. It's about this young guy who's an exorcist trying to fight this evil man. And so, yeah, it has a really unique story, and the illustration is really nice. It has that sort of Halloween-y, like Alice in Wonderland style when it comes to clothing. I don't know. I really like it. I enjoyed my time reading this. I read 1, 2, and 3, but that was the omnibus. Wait, okay, and then I also got the volume 8. Only read up to 1, 2, 3, and then Black Butler volume 7, because my library doesn't have volume 7, so I need to continue reading this, so I had to get volume 7. Right now we're in the circus arc, and so far I really like the story. I didn't really like the first 3 volumes because I found it somewhat boring, but it finally got like fun to read, maybe up to volume 5. And so yeah, continuing with Black Butler, so far so good. And then this one I already read the whole there's only 6 volumes so far, so this one's called Go With The Clouds, North by Northwest. I read 1 to 6. I believe volume 7 just came out in Japan, so hopefully that'll be in English, because this is such a unique story. It's about this guy living in Iceland. He does a lot of like not mystery, but he likes to find missing people, or I don't know. He's like a detective person, and then not to mention his family has a special power, which is kind of like interesting to read about. And then his brother is involved with something horrible, and so now he's like contemplating what to do with his brother, but his brother always goes missing. And so yeah, I really like the story. I hope like volume 7 comes out soon, or they will continue this story. But yeah, really like the story. So just slowly collecting them because I read 1 to 6 from my library. All right, this is just a random pick. This is Attack on Titan Junior High. I did watch the Junior High anime, and yeah, it's pretty cute. I like those chibi, or yeah, those chibi anime that they make, and so yeah, I just want to collect them for fun. Okay, this one is called Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity, and so I purchased from InStock Trade. So I almost purchased Colorless twice, and then I emailed them right away like, hey, I accidentally purchased Colorless. I already have that. Is it okay if I can replace it with something else? And they said I could, so I replaced it with this. I keep seeing this in my Instagram, and so I was kind of a little bit curious. Not quite sure what this is about, but here's the plot. And so yeah, InStock Trade was really like nice for them to replace it right away, and yeah, really great customer service. And so yeah. All right, next one is We Were There, volume 3. I read volume 1 so far. It's just like a high school slice of life about a girl liking this guy. However, this guy has a lot of secret, but now she doesn't know whether to pursue him or not, because she did confess to him, but when it comes to him, he's just like, okay, whatever. And so it's all right. It's not bad of a story. It's just your typical high school slice of life with, romance. Okay, next one is, I think this is The Prince of Tennis, I believe. Yeah, so I purchased 2 to 6, 8, and 9 from Mercari as a bundle for a really good price. I purchased volume 1 from World of Books, and so getting into more sports manga now, I decided to get Prince of Tennis because I know a lot about tennis. I used to play tennis. My family are into tennis. I used to watch a lot of tennis on TV, and so yeah, I'm very familiar with tennis. It's so ironic that it's called The Prince of Tennis because there's a tennis racket brand called Prince. And so yeah, I think it's gonna be fun to read, and because again, I'm very familiar with tennis, and yeah, I think it's gonna be fun to read, and I heard good things about The Prince of Tennis. And so yeah, getting into more sports manga. Oops. This next one apparently is the sequel to Fruit Baskets. I think it's about their kids. And so this one's called Fruit Basket another. So I got 1, 2, 3, and 4. You can tell they look like their parents. That's probably like Kyo's son, and then Toro's daughter, and then Yuki's son, and I don't know who's this. But yeah, I found this on Mercari for a really good price, so I decided to snatch it. And then I'm gonna have a lot of again, either their webtoon or manhwa. So Target had another sale where you can get buy 2 get 1 free, so of course I took advantage of that. So now I don't know anything about these because I just decided to get them because they were on sale. So this is called On or Off volume 1 and 2. But here's the plot. And so yeah, I'm really getting into BL. Yes, like BL manhwa. It's very very juicy and spicy, and the romance is cute. And so yeah, I've been into reading a lot of BL, and I've actually been reading one BL manhwa webtoon online because they don't have the physical manhwa yet. And so yeah, very very spicy and juicy. Another BL is called Until I Met My Husband, the manga. And so yeah, here's the plot. And this is rated older teen, of course. A lot of BL is rated older teen. Another BL, this one's called Circle Love. I believe this is a one-shot because I don't see any volume 1. And so yeah, another BL, This Wonderful Season with You. I think this is another one-shot. Here's the plot. And then I'm not sure if this is a BL. Maybe it is. Yeah, it is. It's Boys Love. Here's the plot, but this one's called Yagi the Bookshop Goat. And that's gonna be fun to read. Okay, I got 2 more stack. So sorry if this is getting longer because I have a lot this time. And then this is a new series that just came out. It's called Royal Tailor, Clothier to the Crown. So I think this is gonna be all about fashion and clothes. So it'll be interesting because I used to be into fashion. And so yeah, I saw this like coming soon at instock trade. I was so excited. I was like, oh, I'm so getting this. And then another BL, I believe, Would You Like to Be a Family? I think this is a one-shot as well. And then this one was a gift from my sister's friend. She was moving and she found this. I think this is called The Secret Notes of a Lady Kanako. And so I think this is a shoujo. No, I think this is Tokyo Pop. But anyway, not sure what this is about, but apparently she got it from Half Price Books. And then Hunter x Hunter. So I saw volume 1 at Mages Emporium. My husband already watched Hunter x Hunter, which I haven't seen yet. So I want to slowly start reading the manga. And so yeah, he said it was pretty good. I think this is like another story from that movie called Your Name, Another Start, Earthbound. I'm not quite sure what this is all about, but I did read Your Name 1, 2, 3, and I finally saw the movie. Oh my god, it was so good. I love it. I love it, love it. This is the same mangaka or creator that create Suzume. Okay, this one is Witchcraft Works. I think this is all about witch, but yeah, I decided to get it because it was a good price at Mages Emporium. Now this next one is pretty cool. This one's called Neotopia. It was in their sale section. I decided to get it. So Neotopia, The Lightened Age, volume 1 and 3. I feel like this is going to be hard to find, but anyway, I decided to grab it. But it's also it's color pages, and the illustration is pretty interesting and unique. And so I think this is going to be all about adventure. And so yeah, can't wait to read it. All right, what we have next, Witch of Tissel Castle. It's another witch book. Apparently they are comparing this to Harry Potter and Charm. the show charm. That's what it says online. And then next one is called The Heroic Legend of Arslan. This is the same mangaka for Full Metal Alchemist. Somebody recommended that I should start reading this, which I already had it in hand, and so I got this for a really good price at pangobooks. And so yeah, can't wait to read this. Now this one is, I think, another BL. This one's called Turns Out My Online Friend Is My Real Boss. I think it's gonna be fun to read. Volume 1. So it's a perfect fans for Cherry Magic and Wotoko. Yes, definitely. I read those two and I really like those two so far. Snowball Earth Volume 1. You guys probably heard this everywhere. I decided to grab it. Seems very interesting. And yeah, but here's the plot. Next one is called Skullface Bookseller Honda-san. So what is his name? Boogie Face? Boogie Snacks? Yeah. I watch his videos time to time, and he was going through all his manga collection, and then he recommended this one, so I was a little bit curious. It's about, I guess, these people selling manga in a bookstore, something like that. But here's the plot, and so yeah, I was intrigued, decided to grab it. Volume 1. And then this one is, this one is called Today's Menu for the Emiya Family, Volume 1 and 2. I believe this is all about cooking, and I like to read about cooking, like all about cooking, even though I'm not a fan of cooking. I was so glad that Mages Emporium has these because they were $5.99, because if not, these are like almost $15. No, $13. I've been eyeing this for a while. I'm so glad that Mages Emporium had it for $5.99, because that's one of my favorite sites to buy secondhand. And then another webtoon or manhwa. This one's called Unordinary. It was available at Target. They were actually selling the volume 1 in store, which I was kind of in shock, because you don't see that much manga in store anymore in Target. But here's the plot. Again, they were having a sale, so I decided to grab 1 and 2 because it was buy 2 get 1 free. All right, another BL, Those Not So Sweet Boys. Pretty much this, I think this is all about like high school. I think so. Decided to grab that because I've been into BL. I think this is another BL called Classmates. They only had 1 and 5. This is the same mangaka who wrote, I read it recently and I forgot the title now. Holy cow. And it was a one-shot. But anyway, not sure what this is all about. I'm pretty sure this is a BL. Here's the plot. Yeah. Again, this was from Target because they had a sale. Again, from Target. This one's called Koi Monogatari Love Stories. They got volume 1 and 2. Again, I believe this is BL. I've been into BL once again. And this was from Mages Emporium. I've been eyeing on this manga as well. It's called To Your Eternity. Not sure what this is all about, but here's the plot. Okay, the next one is called Otherworldly Izakaya Nobu. I think this is just all about, about a restaurant, all about food. So I decided to grab it. This was a random pick. Got that French flap design. Yeah, I think it's gonna be fun. It's all about food. All right, now this one was also in Mages Emporium's website. I was like, I've been seeing this everywhere. I'm a little bit curious. So this is called Marmalade. I think this is the omnibus. And so here's the plot. All I know, I think it's about a girl living with another family, and now he has to deal with this boy. I'm not sure. Something like that. But here's the plot. Yeah, I heard good things about this, so I decided to grab it because it was available at Mages Emporium, and I got it for $10. And this is $20 originally. And then this one is called I Want to Be a Wall Volume 1. I think it's about this guy who's married to this girl, yet he prefer men instead. Something like that. But here's the, yeah, so his husband or future husband is into boys instead. But yeah, I heard this is really good, so decided to grab it. And I got it for a really good, less than $10 from Mercari. And then the next one is, it's called he's a famous mangaka. Oh my god, you can't even see it, but his name is Naoki Urasawa. I think he wrote Pluto and 28th Century Boys, I believe. I do have volume 1 of 28th Century Boys, but yeah, I got a good price for 125 at Mercari, and I got this from Target because they were having that sale, and so decided to grab this manga. I've been eyeing on this for a while as well. There is volume 7, and then volume 8 comes out this year. So basically it's about, I think there's some mix of science. So it's about this girl, she gets kidnapped during like a typhoon season, then something happened. That's all I can remember. But oh yeah, here's the plot. No, that's just about the mangaka. But yeah, it doesn't have the plot in the back for some reason. But yeah, I heard good things about this manga. It's kind of interesting because I think it's in the 1930s or 40s, something like that. I like to read when it comes to time of setting. It's not modern times. I like something kind of historical. And so yeah, I was interested with this manga called Asadora, so decided to grab that. Anywho, so that was my haul. I hope you guys enjoy that, and again, I'm so sorry it's a little bit disorganized. And yeah, I have like 2 more coming, like when it comes to manga coming in from the mail, but apparently something happened, and so I was gonna wait until tomorrow to film this, but I was like, you know what, I need to put them away. I need to put this away and start reading as well. And so yeah, next month I'm gonna have again a mix of from this month, and then of course for the month of August. I'm really hoping, actually my goal this time is really not to buy so much, because my husband and I are going on a trip, and so I need to really slow down on buying the mangas. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this haul. Sorry, I decided to zoom out so that way you guys can see the manga. So yeah, that was my manga haul. I hope you guys enjoyed this. That was completely a lot. And yeah, my goal is really to slow down, because at the same time we have a trip that I need to really save. So this way I could go to the bookstore and start and buy manga in person instead, because there's a huge difference when you buy online and inside the bookstore. Like the experience is very different. I do like buying manga in person, however the price is a little bit tricky, but at the same time I do like to support bookstore whenever I'm in the area, and so that is why I'm trying to save up, so this way I can go to maybe 2 bookstore on this trip. And yeah, so maybe next month I might even not have a haul, or maybe it's just a very tiny haul, and so we will see. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this manga haul, and I'll see you guys next time.